So, like I said, Father handled everything for me. I really didn't have to lift a finger, although I did put my, little 2 cents in, but even those girls from that graduating class, they were trash too, the black girls. And the white ones were trash too. And then there was another one that was of another ethnicity. I don't know. And this is not about race, but I'm just saying it was just a trashy bunch. It didn't, I'm not making it about ethnicity. They were just all trashy. They were very trashy. Like they would make little comments. They would try to compliment other people around me. So this is how I know those tramps were jealous of me and they were threatened by me. They would try to compliment other females around me. Like, let's just say, case in point, I know there was this one individual, a female, and I remember I had this pretty white dress on for graduation. And then there was this other girl that had a dress, and she was ghetto, and and then there was this other girl there, and she was like, oh, I like such and such a dress. So it's meaning like they'll compliment what somebody else has on around you, but won't say anything about what you have on. And the dress that I had on, like my look, I liked the look that one of my favorite singers had in one of her videos. When she was on stage singing, she had on a very beautiful white dress. And I went and found something similar to her dress and the earrings that she had on, and that's what I wore, for the ceremony that I had. And, they were just haters. They were just haters. But that's the type of environment it was. We just could not stand each other. They would just watch me all the time. They'd be curious about just different things. Like, I don't know. It was just y'all, listen, you just had to be there. I can't put it into words. I cannot put it into words. It was just a toilet that needed a flush. And they were just so behind in the times, and they just thought they were the stuff. And see, I'm kind of being careful about what I say because, I'm saving the best for last. But, I mean, y'all just would not believe. Y'all just would not believe just how grimy that high school was. I'm talking about grimy. I'm talking about girls going. One day I went into the girls' bathroom downstairs, first floor. The bathroom that was closest to the walkway to the cafeteria. And there was this entire skit about another girl drawn and written on the bathroom stalls. And they were mocking the girl and teasing the girl for being drunk. And I'm talking about they had drawn the pictures. I guess they had like the dialogue up there and everything. I mean, it was like a whole big area of just a skit of this girl being drunk or something. And I don't know if she was drunk and had a wreck or whatever, but there were a group of girls in the school that didn't like her. And they didn't have a problem expressing that to her. And like, you could go in the girls' bathroom and it was just there. And I remember going in there looking at that. And that's how wicked those wretches were. Not to say that I liked the girl that they were talking about. No, I didn't like any of those black girls that went to that school too much. It wasn't too much. No, I just didn't like them. There may have been one or two that was tolerable a little bit. So I didn't have a problem with. But for the most part, I couldn't stand those black girls that went to Franklinton. It wasn't just the black girls. It was other girls, too, of other ethnicities. I just didn't like any of those people. They didn't like me. I didn't like them. That was just what it was. That was understood. And what is understood does not need to be explained. But my thing is, that's how wicked they were. And they would harass other females. I've seen a group of girls that were related. They would harass other females. From what I understood, everybody, I know not literally everybody, but almost probably everybody was complaining about a certain group of girls that were trying to bully everybody in the high school. They were troublemakers. They were busted. They were ugly. I know one in particular walked around like she just thought she was the stuff. She was not. And she's also one that has stalked me a few years back at my workplace. So that's how deep their sickness goes. That's how deep their jealousy goes. Yes, she has stalked me. So a number of the people that were in my graduating class, I don't know if they graduated or not, but they were stalking me at my workplace. They didn't know I was going to peep that, I guess, but I did. And not all of them were female.